Good morning, Miss Agostino and fellow students. My job is a lawyer. A man is born free, and everywhere he is in chains. The law is a complex system that was created based on our moral standards and emphasizes justice and equality of man. Hence the phrase guilty until proven otherwise. Many people might argue that the law is a flawed system, which it is. Others might even say that the law is useless and overly complicated, which it can be. But the reality is, the law is a glue that keeps our society civilized and just. And behind the fancy cars and smug looks, the lawyers who practice it are just trying to do the right thing by proving their points and treats everyone as equal beings. The path to becoming a lawyer is long and challenging, and sometimes it might not pay off as much as you think. In my instructive video, I will explain in detail all the ins and outs of becoming a lawyer, from the education to the salary. I hope you enjoy this video. Education. Just before I start, something to keep in mind before becoming a lawyer is you can pretty much do anything, and that might help you. Anything can help you out. It's just something you keep in mind. So in high school, you can maybe take any programs that you can, like math, science. Anything that would help you out in logical reasoning and maybe even public speaking. All that stuff that would be great in becoming a lawyer. For CEGEP, I took a Vanier College. They have a program to major in law and society. The program is broken up into 4 semesters with 7 courses each, with the exception of the third, which has 8. The courses vary on political science, sociology, psychology, history, economics, and English. Afterwards, you must go to university for 2 to 4 years. Some law schools will prefer that you would complete your undergraduate degree, but that's not necessary in some. More obvious choices are English literature, political science, or economics, but law schools don't require a specific degree, so you can major in anything you want really, and it won't matter. For law school, McGill has a combined program for students. It's a BCL and LLB to learn about civil law and common law. I'll get to that later on. The program is 105 credits and can be completed in about 3 years throughout 7 terms. It's 15 credits per term. When you finish your undergraduate degree, you need to become registered and licensed in the area you will be working. You will be registered in the process of becoming licensed, but before becoming licensed, you need to take the bar course and exam. You will also need a period of articling, so you can learn to enunciate your words properly. Alright, so basic job description of being a lawyer. So lawyers have obviously a lot of responsibilities and tasks, but first and foremost, a lawyer is someone who practices law. A lawyer will practice law in a variety of ways, but they will mainly consult and advise clients legally. The way they approach each task is based on either civil law or common law. Both have pros and cons, and work differently than the other. Common law is more straightforward and lets both sides prove their point to a judge, while the jury decides who is right, with the judge handing out the sentence. Common law has fewer rules, and the rules that are there can be altered and changed in some ways. Civil law, however, civil law's options are hindered by the strict and codified rules. These rules are stricter, and if you change it, it's complicated and it's a long process. A lawyer can specialize in many different areas of law. Examples are civil law, which involves things like divorces or when someone gets sued for any reason. Criminal law, which focuses on criminal behavior, criminal accusations, or anything like that. And then there's real estate law, which is all about selling and renting real estate. Lawyers can also work for companies and businesses. The main environment of work for attorneys is made up of 2 places. One is long hours sitting in an office to gather information or maybe meet some clients, and the other is talking in a courtroom in front of a judge. As a lawyer begins his career, he will likely work for a law firm and eventually specialize in whatever area they want, or they might move up in the law firm and maybe become partners Attorneys with more experience can move up to becoming district attorneys or judges. So the pros and cons of being a lawyer. Pros, they have a good salary, which I'll get to in a minute. You have a lot of different areas that you can specialize in, and yeah, so that's about it. Cons, well, it's long hours. Cases can sort of get to you in a way. You might lose some sleep over it. I don't know if you watch cop movies there, but you know. The salary. Yeah, stateuniversity.com states that the average salary was $95,000 US for any lawyers as of 2004, and that's all the lawyers combined with of any specialty. They also calculated the average salaries for different types of lawyers. You know, beginners who start in a large company make around 34,000. Lawyers who also work in large companies but are higher ranked make about 80,000. And yeah, thank you for listening.